Hi, everybody. This is Clyde, and I'm coming to you from my dry cleaners where I have some pressing issues. Get it? Dry cleaners, pressing issues. Well, I'm really big on dad jokes, so expect a lot of those upcoming. This is my first attempt at a comic-related video, so what I wanted to do is look through some of my books, and I'm going to probably submit them to the CGC to get graded and probably clean and press before I do that. And just want to get an idea of what I want to document the condition of the books ahead of time, so I have a reasonable expectation of what's going to happen when they come back. So these are books mostly I collected when I was reading a lot in my youth. I've been reading comics for about 35 years, maybe a little bit longer. A lot of things I collected in the late 80s, early 90s, and kind of got away from it for a while, and then cleaning up during COVID quarantine, so cleaning, and I came across my books, and I've been reading about slabbing, which wasn't an issue when I was really collecting the first time, so I didn't really know much about it. So this has been a learning experience for me. So I've been trying to do some research. I've been watching some videos on YouTube, on a couple forums, try to get an idea of what to expect. I did send out a group of books to get graded. I took them to my local comic shop that I found off of the CGC website, and he went through, brought maybe 10 books or so. We looked through them, and he decided that he picked out several of the books to that he said that would be the best value to send out, and we went in and did that. Now, they haven't come back yet, so I really don't know what to expect in terms of grades. Honestly, when I first got in, I was like, I don't know what the difference between an 8.5 is and a 9.2, or 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, whatever. So my expectation level is I don't know. I just kind of shrug and hope for the best. I know I've tried to take good care of my comics, but I don't know how much scrutiny they put the grading under when they're looking at them. So most of the books are 30-year-old books, so I don't know if it's a sliding scale or they're really try to keep it. If a 30-year-old book looks in this shape and a 2-week-old book looks the same shape, would there be the same expectation? From what I understand, they're supposed to say that it's going to be the same, but I don't know if that's actually, if they held it to the case. Well, let me start off with the books that I'm submitting. These are, like I said, they're kind of my second batch of books. Either I missed them the first time when I brought the books to the local shop owner, or I, for whatever reason, just didn't think to bring them. But these are some good books, and I think they'll do pretty well. Let me start. I have not one, but 2 copies of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3, volume 3, issue number 4, the first full appearance of Cindy Moon, who later becomes Silk. This book is very hot right now. I did recently just get one because I won it from Reggie Collect's 10K subscriber giveaway. If you're not watching Reggie Collect's YouTube channel, you need to go ahead and do it. Stop now. Well, finish the video, then go over, watch Reggie's, and subscribe to his videos, because he's got some great content over there. He's been doing it for a couple of years. Great channel, great community, very macro view of the industry, of the collecting hobby, and his stuff. He's looking at things, and he won't tell you how to collect. He just enjoys his stuff, and his enthusiasm and energy really shows through the community. So during the 10K giveaway, he had several of his community, his soldiers, donate some books to be given away for that, and one of them happened to be this book, and I was fortunate enough to get one from getting a trivia question correct, and very happy. And I had ordered a book through eBay, and the other book is not, the one I won from Reggie's show was actually a higher quality than the one I got off of eBay. They're both really good shape, but the one off of eBay, the shipping was less than ideal. I'm not happy with the way it was shipped, but it got here safely, so I can't gripe too much. But they're both very high quality books, so I'm hoping for good grades with those. Then on to my next book, which is Uncanny Xmen 266. It's the first appearance of Gambit. It's actually, I think it's either tied or technically Xmen Annual 14 might actually have the actual first appearance, but I think the annual came out prematurely or erratically. This one was supposed to be the first appearance of Gambit, and most collectors consider it as the essential one to get. So this is one I picked up off the shelves, I'm sure, back then when it came out, and it's been sitting in a long box in the basement. On to another book that I have in my basement. This is Amazing Spider-Man 361, the first appearance of Carnage, who is supposed to be coming up in the upcoming Venom 2 movie. He's going to be, I guess, the main bad guy for Venom. Unfortunately, I don't know how I missed my radar. I have not seen the first Venom movie. I'll probably sit back and watch it, but I've heard pretty good things about it, and I know it did pretty well. Just, however, for whatever reason, I missed it. Venom's a great character. Carnage, I don't really know much about it. I just happen to have it. This is a good book. I picked it up, and unfortunately, it's in great shape except for a couple fairly major dings. I don't know how CGC is going to grade it. This is probably going to be the lowest grade of any of the books I send out because of a couple things. In the bottom corner over here, there's the spine lower left corner. It has a ding, a little bit of a tear. I don't know if it's bindery or just whatever issue. And then on the lower right corner, it has a crease, color breaking. It's about 1 inch long diagonally right over here. And I don't know how well it comes through on the camera. You might be able to see it, but it's unfortunate. I don't know how badly they're gonna ding my score from that, but other than that, this book's in pretty good shape. And then the next book I have here is Amazing Spider-Man 316. It is the third appearance of Venom. Great book, Todd McFarlane artwork, and this is again the book I bought off the shelves and very happy with. This is right when peak of my collecting time. And another book I picked up was another Todd McFarlane cover. It is the iconic cover of Wolverine and Hulk. This is the second battle they've had ever after the one that was in Incredible Hulk 181. And this is again to meet up again Incredible Hulk 340. Iconic cover. It's been cover swiped several times, but very, very good issue, and love to have it. I don't believe I bought this one off the rack. I think I probably bought it a year or two later, but very happy to have it. And my last book is Omega Men 3. This book came out, I think, around 1985. Again, this is the one I did not buy off the rack. It's probably picked it up in the early 90s, right when Lobo was getting big the first time, back when he had his first solo title. So I bought this a few years later. It's in good shape. It's probably the oldest book of this set that I'm sending out. So again, these are all, I would, except for maybe that Carnage issue, they're all in the 9 range. That Carnage one, I don't know what to expect. So we'll see what happens, and I'll go through things more in depth. Hey everybody, this is me trying to document my books before I submit them so I can practice my grading, take a look at them, and try to see how well I do after they're pressed and cleaned and then submitted to CGC. This is my first book. This is an Original Sin Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3, issue number 4, which is the first full appearance of Cindy Moon, aka Silk. This one I won Reggie Collects 10K giveaway special. So thank you Reggie, thank you Randy for donating it. It's a great copy, very beautiful, very clean. Let's take a look. You know, this corners look really sharp along the spine. I don't see anything. There's a little bit of a crease right there, but I think, I mean, you have to look at it just perfect to see it, and I think it's pressed so it can come out. Along the spine, no color breaking ticks. Staples look good. The bottom corner, I don't know, a little bindery tear maybe. Hopefully they I don't know how they judge it. I haven't gotten any books back yet, so I don't really know how they grade that. But again, along the sides, corners look really sharp. There's a little bit of a crease on the edge right above Dan slot on that where the black and the white meet. But again, I think it's something that, well, again, you have to look at it just perfect. Maybe a press to get that out. Along the edges looks really clean. Corners again, really nice. And over to the other side. Back again, very clean. Corners sharp. It's had a little bit of a crease right there around the staple. I can't. And along the edge, again, this is just about a perfect copy as far as I could tell. Along the edge, again, very nice. Since I've not seen books come back graded before, I'm not gonna say that this is a 9/8 book, but this is very, very clean, very nice copy, and hopefully, you know, I think even without any work done, I think this is a candidate, but I think just to be safe, I'm going to send it out, get pressed, and submit it. So that's the first book. All right, this is book number 2. Looks like it's a little bit of deja vu. This is actually a copy of the same issue, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3, number 4, but this is one I picked up off of eBay before I won the one from Reggie Collects. But this one is pretty clean, very nice, but was not shipped very well. Fortunately, got here safely, but you know, it's a very nice copy. Not as nice as the other one, but it is a high grade. Corners are pretty tight. There's a couple imperfections. That top corner's got a little bit of a ding on it. I don't know what it's gonna grade at. You know, along the spine here, there's a little bit of a crease, not quite color breaking. Right there, and then along to the corner, it's that same bindery kind of issue, and I just don't know if they all had that around that time, so I don't know how they're going to grade it. There's a little bit of a crease there, which I'm assuming a press will be able to get out, and to the right of the US is a little bit of some, I don't know if it's color rub or some dirt, but a little smudge right there. And going along the bottom, again, really nice. This corner's a little bit duller than the other one. I'm going to say that this one is probably a grade below the other one. So the other one's a 9.8, this is a 9.6, the other one's a 9.6, this is probably 9.4. But again, I haven't seen any grades come back yet, so, you know, we'll see how. This is pretty subjective. All I do is I've been doing a lot of research online, a lot of, you know, watching people grade photos of books either through the CGC chat board or a couple Facebook groups. Again, it's just trying to learn about it. Let me flip it over. Again, really clean back. Corners pretty sharp. Overall, you know, pretty happy with this book. This should do pretty well. Again, this was shipped very poorly. Just a couple pieces of some light cardboard in a loose, floppy mailer, and one of the corners was kind of sticking out. So I feel pretty lucky that it didn't get more banged up than it is. But I'm again really happy with it. We'll see how this one comes out. All right, now we're on to some of the books I got in my youth, right off the racks. This is Xmen 266, the first appearance of Gambit, or first cover appearance. I know there's a debate between this one and Xmen Annual 14, but this one's considered, I guess, by most collectors as the first Gambit appearance. Again, this is a pretty good shape. There's a little bit of roll along here. I'm assuming that the press can get it out because I don't see any color breaking ticks, but you know, it looks like it got creased up a little bit. This is a book that's been sitting in my collection in the basement for probably, you know, for almost 30 years. Just was kind of cleaned up during COVID, what I call quarantine cleaning, and just going through my stuff and decided to send some books in. Again, corners are pretty sharp. It's not the best wrap. Doing my research, I feel like from the 9/8, they're not going to count that against you. To get above a 9/8, then it is more important to get the wrap proper. But if you see the top, it's like the Uncanny's kind of cut off, and it's just not well wrapped. But again, it's pretty clean copy. Yeah, I think a press is going to help this book out a lot. Back, it's got a little bit of color rub here over the below Carnage. Again, it's mostly white. I don't know. Again, you can see where the wrap just isn't straight, where this big black border here is on the bottom. Just didn't do well with this one, but very clean, pretty sharp. In the current condition, I would say this is probably, my guess, 8.5, 9.0. I'm hoping after press it could be a 9.4, 9.6. So I don't know what that this color rub's gonna create off, and then how that little bit of crease is gonna press out. But I'm hoping it comes out better. All right, on to the next one. All right, on to the next one. This is again one I pulled off the shelf myself. This is Amazing Spider-Man 361. It's the first appearance of Carnage. So again, this is a pretty clean copy, except for a couple things I want to show at the bottom, which is really going to ding it, unfortunately. But you can tell the top looks really good. Corners are pretty sharp. Going along the spine looks good until we get down to the corner, and there's a little bit of corner damage down here. You can see there, does not look great, but again, along over here, and then this is the biggest thing. There is a fold. I don't know if I put it in the bag improperly or what exactly happened. You know, I bought this 30 years ago, and who knows what happened. There's a little bit of a crease there, so it's a color breaking crease. It's about an inch long, and I have zero idea of what that's going to do for the grade. But go along the top looks really good, very sharp, colors are good. Overall, good looking book. But this is two dings on it, that this bottom left corner and the bottom right corner. And then go over to the back side. On the back looks really good, except there is a little slit over here in the TSR logo, but from what I understand, it's very common on this issue that there's a cut that seems to be pretty common, that I don't know what exactly happened, but a lot of the ones I've seen for sale have had the same cut. So I don't think CGC grades all for it, but it's something that's worth pointing out. Again, I don't know how that fold's gonna affect the grade, the bottom left corner and the bottom right. I've, based on a couple sites that I've posted at, the scores have been between about 7 and 8.5. You know, I'm going to guess, and I think it's really clean. I just don't know how those dings will hurt it. So I'm going to put it at probably about 8.5 myself, because I'm going to be an optimist on this book, because I just think it looks really good. Maybe 8. Let's go 8. Be a little bit more pragmatic. All right, on to another one that I picked up off the shelves back in the 90s. This is Amazing Spider-Man 316, the third appearance of Venom, I believe. It's again, I'm impressed with how well in good shape I've kept these comics. I did always try to keep them in a bag and board and boxed up, but again, yeah, I bought this as a teenager and really wasn't speculating or anything like that at the time. But again, there's a little bit of dirt that I've noticed here in, let's see, focus, in the logo, if you see to the left of Spidey's head, and also right below the dollar and next to the 316. I'm hoping that during the cleaning press that'll get cleaned up a little bit. But along the spine, don't see any ticks there. Looks really good. Along the edges, there's a, let's see, was that I think it looks pretty good. I thought I saw a little bit of shine from oh, I see it there. If you catch the above the second A in Amazing, there's a little bit of crease, but you have to catch it just right to see it. So hopefully during a pressing, that's going to come out and look good. Corners are sharp, edges are good. On to the back side. Zit medication. Again, nice copy. Nice edges. Corners are sharp. I think it's a good looking book. I think it should do pretty well. I'm very happy about this, and I'm going to say it's 9.6 with a chance of being a 9.8. All right, on to another iconic cover. Again, I don't think I bought this off the rack. I think I got this a little bit later, maybe some point early 90s. But again, this is second battle between the Hulk and Wolverine. Incredible Hulk 340. Corners look really good. On the top, looks a little bit of waviness, and I think I saw a little bit of a cat, a little something there between the and I and Incredible. But I would think a press would be able to get that out. Top looks sharp. Actually, this is very well wrapped, right along the seam. Todd McFarlane artwork. The bottom looks good. A little bit of corner, something going on there, but I think a press would be able to get that out. All right along, looks sharp. A little bit of waviness in there. I think this is very clean. No spine ticks as far as I can tell. Maybe one there, but yeah, so maybe one spine tick above the Wolverine's blade. But onto the back, mostly black cover, pretty sharp, pretty clean. I don't think it's going to show very much. I don't know if it's some spine. Oh, maybe a little spine tick. Spine tick above that staple, and maybe one a little bit further up. And I don't know if that's spine roll. You see that staple is not along the edge, or if it's just. See this, the staple here on the bottom is right on the edge, and the staple is more to the inside. Maybe it's a spine roll that might be fixed during a pressing. Again, looks good. Very happy. This corner is a little bit rounded, but I'm thinking that it might be able to get pressed out. I just think that it's just that should be okay. I think we'll see what they can do. On to Omega Men, the Omega Men issue number 3. I think this came out early mid 80s. I didn't buy it off the rack. I think I got it maybe as Lobo was getting big around 90, 91. But again, this is again, it's been sitting in the basement for 30 years. So again, I think it's really nice shape. There's first appearance of Lobo. Corners are sharp. This corner's a little bit. It's just, I think a crease would be able to help that out. Let me see me a press. Going along the top, there's a couple, I think, pressable defects along the edge here, but I think it's there's no color breaking ticks other than this bottom corner. A little bit roughed up. Hopefully, I don't know what that's gonna ding it too much. Onto other side, background. So yeah, I think this is, front side looks pretty good. Onto the back, it's good shape, a little bit of dirt. I think can use a cleaning. I don't know if that's color rub here on the bottom. Let's see if I can get that guy to focus. Yeah, so there's a little bit color rub on the bottom edge and in the middle, and then up at the top I see some also. So I don't know what kind of wonders they can work with the cleaning, but you know, I'm gonna guess this is probably a 9.0, depending on how well this cleaning comes out. In terms of, there's not too many major problems with it. Like I said, some color rub and just some dirtiness. So hopefully. Well, thanks for watching. I know the video was a bit long, but it's cool to see the full process, to see how the books go from ungraded and trying to get an idea of what you think the grade is, and comparing it to after it's cleaned and pressed and submitted, and how it comes back with the CGC grades, and see how well you did. I appreciate if you've played along and you want to put your grades below in the chat and see how you did. When the grades come back, you can compare and see how I did, if I overgraded everything, if I undergraded everything, if there's a mixture. I don't know, maybe I'm legally blind, I don't really know, but it's been pretty fun. And again, I've never seen books that I've graded before come back, so I really don't know. This has been an experiment for me, but I think it's pretty fun to play along, and that there's not that many videos I've seen on YouTube that have done that. So again, any other feedback I would greatly appreciate. This has been fun, but I don't have much camera presence as of yet, so I have to make sure I feel comfortable and stop stuttering and saying you know. So, but this has been fun, and thank you for your time. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Put your grades below, and give me any type of feedback. I'm open to it. If you think I could do something a little bit better, please let me know. I'm open for feedback, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thanks. Have a good day.